EA Sport, it's in the game. This is one of those offensive performances that I'll never forget. What a game.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something about Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans. Yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they info. It be coming like this on the intro, what they here for. Everything want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. This music don't work out. I know how to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't trying to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shot for. Can't trust him cause he not my. Cause we worried about getting figures. All my ain't father figures, just know my quit the poppin'.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boy stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we were to ride nobody with, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni again it hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr.
We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big drop with leash. Where's the love in the streets? Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when we ready. Me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already.
The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Here we go, check!
Now a play fake here on first down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick.
Wow, just one snap failed here, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. First and goal from the 1. Etienne will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Pop a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First.
And oh, he coughed it up. And the Jags grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
A good pick up there, 26 yards. Here's Lawrence. Caught on the slant. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. Now Lawrence to throw. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack. Taken down at the 2. It'll go as a sack for a loss of a yard, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Lawrence. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he takes it.
That's bullshit, man. You know this is his game. You know today's his day.
First quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Cook. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Devon Hamilton able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Lawrence to throw. Under pressure, they got him again.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he wisely will throw that one away. And just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. On second down, Cook. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. They'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36. They'll look to throw. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. He'll look to throw. And complete right side to Cook. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He'll get this complete to Jalen Wilder. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 12-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. Back to throw. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Yo, this
and they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. The kick by Joseph is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Joseph now to kick this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Lawrence will throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. A give running right, Etienne. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Vikings will take over possession here at the 44. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. We'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll set up to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw again. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Second and 6. It's complete. Fighting for the end zone.
Yo, get the fuck out of here, dog.
I know a lot of defensive coaches
come on,
have
man.
certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers. Guys
Yo,
who
this
can
thing
make
is
big
a
plays,
bum,
interceptions,
dog,
knock
getting
it
all
free.
this shit.
In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And some space here. And he'll be out right at the 35. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. The return is Jones from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the front.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Lawrence. Flushed out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. Uses the stiff arm. A nice run leaves him just inches from a first. Could they possibly be tempted to try this on 4th and about a foot?
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Yeah, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a 1st down. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them, perfect time to get it done.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 78 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And they'll run with Etienne. Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. 2nd and 15. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. So 8 yards on the completion there. 3rd and 7 now. Looking to throw. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. They're going to try and throw. And he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here, punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sets.
Yeah.
Punt it away.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Evan Ingram, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jags are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Finding space at the 40. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. He'll drop to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Complete. Jefferson to target. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone.
Here we go, Jack.
They'll look to throw again. Looking for the end zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Jalen Reagor, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is down to 28-10. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. The drive starts with a completion left side, and they're going to get this up to midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. They'll look to throw here on first down. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. That's Foley Fatukasi who got in there and finished off the play. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. That would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman, certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. T.J. Hockenson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Jags are going to get the football back at their own 17. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Hey, exit. Hey, echo.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. And able to find Kirk complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. ETN up the middle. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Airing this one out for Evans. And now here's another interception. And the Vikings come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, Pat, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that,